I don't know if anyone, I don't know if,
Sorry about that.
no worries. My name is Yonatan Waxman. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to anybody from Cleveland or the Midwest on this call right now.
I'm in Ohio actually. I have rental properties in Cleveland, so
Nice. We're in Cleveland.
on the east side.
I also have rental properties on the east side.
Oh, I need a property manager bad.
I can help you with that.
Perfect.
I
Cool.
can help you with that. Just
Yeah, we'll have to chat more about it.
Yeah, we'll get it. Remind me at the end. I have a couple people for you. That would be
Perfect.
good. I just came back from there yesterday. I live in Miami, Florida, and I'm going to tell you my story and how Fetch It was born. So when COVID happened, a lot changed, and and there's a big theme that COVID changed a lot of people's lives professionally, but mine was changed significantly. And I'm going to get into what happened. Nearly 100 years ago, not quite 80, 90 years ago, my great-grandfather, who was from the Ukraine, lived in a village. He was a Jewish guy in a Jewish village in the Ukraine, and his parents were from there, and his grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents didn't really left the Ukraine since they settled there, and heard a rumor. There were no cell phones, no internet. I don't even think they had radio in this village. That the Nazis were rounding up Jews and sending them to concentration camps to die. So obviously it's not like the best news to hear on a Monday. So he got up out of Dodge, walked across Europe, got a vote from Paris, and landed in Cleveland, Ohio, thanks to some distant relatives. Very thankful that happened because I exist because of that. Started a plumbing store. That plumbing store, my grandfather turned into an international, publicly traded, and top 3 Home Depot supplier in the world. So it was a very successful company. So I did not grow up poor. In fact, I grew up quite privileged. So I can't say that I grew up poor. I can't say that story that a lot of entrepreneurs have, like, that my chip on my shoulder and my why came from a different place. So during COVID, our business got into the cleaning supplies business, disinfecting wipes and toilet paper, because every grocery store in America couldn't find them and make them, but we owned factories in China. We could. So we supplied them to Home Depot, Lowe's, Bed Bath & Beyond, Kroger, Ralph's. You name it, we sold it to them. And which is impossible to do. The retailers, we built a $50 million brand overnight. Overnight. It does not ever happen at retail. If somebody says, I have a product idea, I want to get into Home Depot, good luck. In a normal economy, it's very, very hard to do. Halfway through the orders, after we were manufacturing and shipping them, the store said, oh, we're good. We don't need them anymore. Purchase orders are legal documents. They had more budget. They got better lawyers. And when we sued them, they beat us in the lawsuit. So we're stuck with, $30 to $40 million of wipes. We had to fire people that worked for us for many years. And the company that I thought growing up as a child that I would work for my whole life, like my dad, my grandfather, my great-grandfather did, no longer existed. And my salary was slowly getting cut to zero, slowly. First 10%, 20%, 30%. I was freaking out. I had this security blanket over me my whole life, and then all of a sudden it was being taken away. Probably now looking back, the best thing that ever happened to me, but at the time it didn't feel like the best thing that ever happened to me, and I had to learn the hard way. So I said, what can I do that can supplement my income? I didn't even think the business would go out of business at the time. It's just like, I need to recover a few $1,000s. How do I do that? So I launched an Airbnb in downtown Cleveland in the night of the NBA All-Star weekend. I'm a big basketball fan. Got a $1,000 booking. And as you know, if you're in long-term rentals, that's not how it works in long-term rentals. You don't just get a $1,000 booking out of the blue. You can barely raise the rents sometimes, and you're dealing with headaches. So I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I designed the unit to a T, and it was amazing. So I fell in love with it more. I actually ended up raising family money, bought 21 acres in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, and I'm now in the middle of building an A-frame development. If you've ever seen what an A-frame is, it's really sick. And after all that, I said to myself, damn, like that was really complicated to figure out where a property is going to make money, where it's legal to have an Airbnb, what's the best market to have an Airbnb. All this stuff like was so confusing. And the only reason I took the time to learn it was because I didn't have a choice. I said, but like, not everyone's in a situation where they don't have a choice. Why don't we democratize this for everybody to make it available for everybody? So Fetch It was born out of a desire to teach and show everybody what I learned the hard way and present it in an easy way. That's the story, and that's what we're looking at in front of the screen. Are there any questions before I dig into the actual tool? That's my overly dramatic version of my story, combined with like my why. Oh, and my why is, I didn't say my why. Why am I an entrepreneur, and why am I doing this? Why am I not just get a W-2 job and sail back to security? It's because my family was not about just making money. My family supported the schools, supported people paying kids tuitions, and was all about charity and helping people. And I thought it would be a tragedy if there was one less family in the world that could do that. And so the reason I'm trying to do this is, and thank God being successful, is I want to be able to put my family in a position where we can help people again. First, we got to be able to help ourselves, of course, but that's why I'm doing this. So why am I going through, everyone knows who's being an entrepreneur, it's the hard path. I'm going through the hard path for that reason. So that's my story.
Yeah, I don't think that was overly dramatic at all for what everything you went through in a short period of time, and then built something else, in that same, period of time after that. That's huge, man.
Thank you. So if there are no questions, I can get right into the tool and how it works. The tool basically takes the MLS and tells you how much a for sale property is going to make on Airbnb, period, full stop, no games. So I'm just going to give everybody a quick overview here. This is the search feature, and here I would search a city and a market that I'm interested in. It's set to LA because, it's a pretty city. My filters are purchase and sublease, so I can look for a sublease opportunity too. And Benjamin, what's behind you? Is that Hustle? Does that say Hustle behind you?
That's right.
I love that. That's awesome. Another filter is house, apartment, or land. So I can filter by house, apartments, or land. And then some additional filters. Shout out to other members of the Sub2 Creative Finance community who have helped me with these product ideas. Specifically days on market. I can filter days on market 4, 14, 21, and 30. And actually, if you look in the bottom left of each photo, I'll tell you how long it's been on market. So I know the longer it's been on market, the more of a creative finance opportunity it is. Well, then I think we have something in the chat. What up? So that's the story. So I'm going to show you a property here. I'm just going to click on one, but I'm going to call the audience and we're going to show you. This is a 2 million plus property in LA that actually has the estimated gross revenue of 18,260 a month. I bet you can do better than this because this is just running on like what an average property like this in the area, what a 3-4 would do. It says you could charge about $830 a day, and in our notes here, you see it says $463 greater than the norm. Okay, this is a luxury property, of course. And I talked about the short-term rental laws. So if you click on ordinances, I list here what the laws in Los Angeles are. This is a little bit of a long read, but this is everything you need to know about ordinances. We're about to clean up our ordinances, turn them into icons rather than like a long read. But if you don't know what your short-term rental laws are, don't get into the business. Nobody in the world lists short-term rental laws but Fetch It. We're the only company in the world that does it. So that's very important data. So you know how much you're going to make, you know what the law is, you know what the taxes are. Like here it says you know, you can get into that. You want to see what, if I click view, what that does? Oh, one other thing, we have similar properties underneath, so it'll also pull up similar properties, what they'll earn. Right underneath here. But if I click view. I can actually get into this on Zillow. It takes me right to, so by the way, Zillow loves Fetch It because we give them traffic. But here's the agent number, agent name and number, and all this stuff. And like you can see right here, this is like a crazy turnkey property. I'm not sure I would buy this ever. I'm just showing this as an example of a property. Like this is not a market I would buy in or a property that I would buy. But it's just, you know, and all these pins are properties that are for sale here. Any questions so far? Because I'm gonna call people out and in a good way and see what markets you'd like to look and search for.
I do, on those relative ones, is that relative to ones that are currently on Airbnbs or?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we're looking, we scrape Airbnb, we look at Airbnb like, okay, what is a 3.2? What is a 4.2? What is a whatever? What is that making a property like this? And our AI is sort of like is scanning that and bringing us back what those numbers will be. We're running averages because we don't want to tell you like what a, you know, if you do an excellent job and then you do your underwriting based on excellent, not want you to do your underwriting based on excellent. We want you to do your underwriting based on average. So average, that's why I always say in my presentations, you can probably do better than this. Because you add a hot tub, you add a cold plunge, you add some cool shit to it. You're gonna book higher. I mean, you have no idea how many bad Airbnb operators are there. 90% of Airbnb operators took the photo from their iPhone or their Android and just threw it up on Airbnb like morons. With all due respect, I'm just being honest. So I'm not so politically correct, guys. You know, I'm just keeping it real. So that's the story.
Okay, awesome.
So is there a market you guys want to look at together? Anyone want to give me a market?
Look at Fort Worth, Texas.
All right. That's an interesting one.
Mainly because I know it has an NDA on it because it's an NDA state. So I want to kind of see what it looks like when it
You
pops
said
up.
a what state?
It's an NDA state, so not all the sold comps come into MLS correctly because they don't have to report them.
So it'd be like non-disclosure.
Yeah, non-disclosure. Thank you, Josh.
All right, we got Fort Worth. Oh wow, these are much cheaper than I expected. Much cheaper than I expected. Who just asked that question, by the way?
I did. Casey.
What up, Casey?
Was up.
Blue's my favorite color. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna look. These are much cheaper than I expected for Texas. Damn.
And the cool. So I'm a lender nationwide, but in Texas too.
Nice.
We're doing like some of the new Western that I'm lending on. They are picking them up for like these kind of neighborhoods. Probably not so much the new builds and the subdivision stuff, but kind of an older neighborhood. They're picking them up at like 120, 170 with like a 350 ARV.
That's interesting. These are so cheap. I've been to Fort Worth, by the way, for business. These have very high occupancy rates. That's super interesting.
It's great on the fix and flips DSCRs. Where they're having an issue now is because every city out here is doing the let's ban Airbnb as much as we can.
But it's not Dallas. But it's not in Dallas. It's not in Dallas. It's outside of Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas, Richardson is real big on banning it, but Fort Worth's really loose about it as long as you don't disturb anybody. Like they don't have to keep repeatedly cutting me out. But Fort Worth took their approach.
I'm just gonna click on one of these. I mean, this one's been on the market 26 days. That's the longest one. I don't know that's creative finance opportunity yet. You never know, but I'm just the occupancy rates are crazy. These are very high occupancy rates. This is a great market. Dude. Thank you. Now I'm gonna think about this market for myself. All right, let's click on this. All right, so we think it's gonna be booked about 20 days. It's about almost 70, it's around 70%. Your average, and remember, you probably can book higher than this, just like, you know, throw a hot tub or some kind of thing in here. But you can list for about 228 days, gross around 4 or 5. I bet you'll gross around 5,000. This is a feature I forgot to show you guys. So we have an underwriting calculator in the tool. So you can actually adjust your interest rate. By the way, we're going to add a creative finance calculator next month to this. Just so you guys know. So we're working on like a wrap calculator and some other cool shit for you guys. So just hang on tight. I'm meeting some sub 2 guys on Thursday and they're helping me with this. But you can adjust your down payment, landlord insurance, property taxes, and all the way, and then it'll just literally calculate your return. This is probably good for you guys also already, because you already have your metrics in here. I go to Zillow. If I click on Zillow view, right? Oh, 1 second here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Right here, you got the. Well, you can get the agent number a different way. This looks like a new build to me. Casey. So you're a lender, Casey?
Yes, I am out of Austin, but I live in Fort Worth. So
I've been to Austin many times, many times. Was just there for a bachelor party, if I'm being honest. Had a lot of fun on 6th Street.
yeah, I was gonna say 6th Street for days.
Oh yeah, I remember part of my trip. And the other part I don't remember. So just being honest, I was not on fetch it duty. I was on being a good friend duty. Had a lot of beer. All right, that's cool. Do we want to search another market, guys?
Yeah, I mean, we could look at the property where I'm looking at right now. If you want to look there, it's very rural though. It's not it's not going to be like a heavy market, I don't think. I mean, there is listings on Airbnb for it, but it's Woodward, Pennsylvania.
Woodward, Pennsylvania. By the way, Dorian in the chat. Thank you very much. I'm going to show you guys what we have besides the tool. Like, we have more than the tool. So I'm going to show you guys like in a minute, like what else we got, which is like fucking awesome. I mean, I'm like, we're building a movement. I'm very inspired by Pace Morby. You're going to see his paw marks all over my vision. Because and I just ordered his book, by the way. So I'm going to, like, I really think that he paved the way of the future. And just remind me, Tanya, on Lubbock and Schaumburg. We'll do that next. 1 second. Josh, can you tell me the name of the city again? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Woodward, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. All right, come on, Woodward. What we gonna do? Come on, Woodward. Give it a sec. It's stretching. I've never seen it do this before. Are there like no Airbnbs in Woodward?
No, there is some around there. But it is like in the Allegheny Mountains.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let's try this again. Let's give it a sec. It gave us the cell phone service of the mountains.
Yeah,
Now.
exactly.
All right, let's see. That is so weird. I don't think it's gonna work. Josh, can you give me a second market? I feel terrible. I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh yeah. Let's do Columbus, Ohio.
Yes. What do you think about that market, by the way?
Actually, let's do Canton, Ohio. Yeah, because I'm interested. They're doing a lot of things there to the Football Hall of Fame and all of that, and they're really developing all that area.
Yeah, they are. They are. Oh, I didn't even tell you. On the way back from the Smokies, I went back home to my hometown, Cleveland. That's I went to Florida from there. I drove by it. It's actually beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Have
it
you
really
guys
is.
ever seen the Football Hall of Fame? I like never saw it. And I saw it on the highway. It's sick. It's a whole complex.
Yeah, yeah, and they did the with the steel beams for all the wires too. They made it look like full like football ghosts or toast. Whoa.
Oh, someone's got to
Somebody,
mute themselves. Someone's got to mute. Yeah, dude, it's legit. It's legit.
Ben's seen it. He got to come out here. He was out here in Ohio. He's a Cali boy. Me and Ben have properties together out here.
One sec. You guys cut out for a second. My thing cut out. Say that one more time, Josh. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying Ben's been out here. He's seen the Football Hall of Fame. He's a Cali boy, but he came out. Me and him have some properties out here together.
That's sick. That's really cool. I want to hear more about you guys. I know I'm like supposed to do the presenting and the talking. I want to get to know you guys too. My favorite community is anyone that's in the sub 2 world, because those are the biggest soldiers I've ever met. So this is a crazy. I think this is a really good market for Airbnb actually, because like look at this, Josh. Look at this. You got a $250,000 house booked more than 70% of the year. Sorry, of the month, 19 days a month.
231.
And it's cheap as fuck. Sorry, guys, I curse a lot. My bad.
No, you're in the right.
That
You're in the
okay?
right place, powerhouse.
All right, cool.
I don't think Carlos will be giving any curse tickets. So
I have a bad habit, and like when I was doing, there was like, I don't want to say who it was, but there was a community of like Airbnb people I presented to, and they're like, you curse a lot, and I'm like, so sometimes it comes out, and I don't know who I'm talking to. Yeah, so this is about 4.3, booked a lot, and you got estimated daily rate of 231. So like you can play around in your calculator of like, oh, like what my offer should be, because you see that the list price is 250. So just remember, like, it's just the list price. We know that's all bullshit. Okay, this shit's all gonna sit on the market for a long time now anyway. So let me click view. Let's learn more about this property. Canton looks like a cool market for this. Josh, good for you for
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'm kind of happy that other market didn't load. You got, all right, Michael Latine is the you see here the phone number. By the way, I've done a lot of live deal dialing on Fetch It within sub 2. I actually have it on my YouTube channel. I think I'm not sure if it's a public or private video, but like we'll call the brokers and be like, hey, like, I don't know what you guys have your script, you know how to do it better than I do, but like, you know, you guys ask them if they're open to it, and then they give their whole spiel because it's the broker, and you know, I've watched it a few times. I've watched it. This is a crazy deal. Like, look at the interior. Like, it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Looks like a family lived in there for sure. I don't know who's a Rams fan in Canton, but you know, like this is actually a deal in my opinion. Hold on, who? We all adults. What up, Dorian? Yeah, thank you. I didn't see that until now. Oh wow, they were really a Rams family. Look at that. It's a legit Rams family. Looks like a pretty big size lot.
Yeah.
That's sick. This is a cool fucking market. This is a cool fucking market. All right.
And cheap.
All right.
Everything's cheap there too. That's
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me make sure I can get a couple. Let me see here. Should we look for Lubbock, Texas?
I'm down with that.
By the way, what do you guys
Lubbock's
think?
good.
Before I keep going, like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I wasted my life with mission on this, or you think it's sick?
This is sick.
Thank you.
Sick.
Let's go.
Stick with it.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. That means a lot. Okay. Okay, 1 second here. We're gonna refresh it. All right, 1 second. I have some other shit I'm gonna show you guys soon.
And also, if you know a market that you know for sure that is like a bad market, show us what that looks like.
I hate to say it, LA is a bad market.
Okay. You know what I mean? Just what we're looking at here. We're looking at the days booked and we're looking at the rate. And then we're kind of looking at the purchase price too, based on that, to
Yep.
try to see. All right.
You want a okay, this is the ideal market, right? Because you want to be able to quickly sift through these things. You want to find a property that's not expensive to buy the property, but you also want a property that has high average days booked, hopefully over 17 days. Okay. And you would like a property that has a nice average daily rate that it pencils out nicely. Right. So like, it's not enough that it's booked 17 days a month, but like, am I getting, if the property's 248, can I get 280 a night, 70 a night, 60 a night?
Right.
And if I look at it, if I look at it and I'm smart, what if I add a hot tub to it? Hot tubs bring your average daily rates up on average 25%. I don't put that in the software. You're going to see the other stuff that I do in a second. You're going to see why I don't put in the software, because I don't want people underwriting based on what they might do and then they might not end up doing it. I just tell you guys because you're my people, or hopefully we become each other's people. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's really what I'm saying. So like this deal in Lubbock, it's 12 days 180. I wouldn't do it. 12 days 180. I wouldn't do it. 14 days. I still wouldn't run to do it. 16 days at 246. Now we're talking. Now we're starting to get interesting. Because I know there's our averages. I could probably get this around 4 or 5 if I do a good job. Let's see a look at what the property has.
New construction.
New construction. Well, maybe it's not a deal because maybe they're expecting the maximum price. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not a deal. I'm just giving you guys the antennas of what to look for. Where are you pulling your data from? I know that may be proprietary. Is it from AirDNA? No. Okay, you guys. Okay, can you guys do me a favor? I'm gonna have you guys follow my social media. I build in public. See all over my Instagram. I build in public. You're gonna see my team, my engineers. We scrape Airbnb and we use machine learning models to present the data. So that's how we do things. That's
will you drop all your contact information in the chat so everybody can follow you?
Yeah. Guys, is it okay? Because I don't want to do a million searches. Can I show you guys the rest of Fetch It besides the actual tool?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Cool. I have Fetch It University. This is really important. So I've recruited like the best Airbnb operators that I can find. I'm just going to show you guys a cool example. So within Airbnb, there's all kinds of ways you can get into Airbnb. Tony is our coach for subleasing, meaning I rent a unit and I put it on Airbnb. He's based out of California. He's really, really amazing. Then I have Lindsay Severt. Lindsay is actually our glamping coach. So what is glamping? It's like awesome bell tents in the woods. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Just going to give you an example here. Like, let's say, okay, I want to learn about glamping and I need to talk to somebody. Well, you could book time with her, 30 minutes or an hour. And it's like, well, how do I know she's legit? Well, let's click on her Airbnb host profile. So you can actually see that she has 723 reviews and she has a perfect 5-star rating. Look at all her properties. Like, these are sick properties. These are all her properties. Like, she's a beast, a bell tent, house. Like, she's a monster. Like, she's a beast. So, so we have all these coaches that basically like will help you and like hold your hand, because it's not just about the numbers. Like, I want to know how to operate it. Like, what do I put in the property that makes it awesome? Like, tell me more about that market. Like, is it oversaturated, undersaturated? I have Nico Lindley. She's our international coach. She lives in San Francisco. She does Airbnbs in Sicily and Barcelona. She's a huge beast. Derek Greenbaum, he does every kind of real estate you can think of. He's syndicated more than $100 million in deals. He's actually currently helping one of Fetch It customers close a 150-acre Airbnb development in South Dakota right now. And yeah, so like this is David Rosenbeck. He does medium-term rentals in big cities like traveling nurses. I don't know if you guys have heard of that market. So that's really cool. Any questions about this before I move on to the next part? Yeah, Dorian, it is a cool niche market, Dorian. Any questions before I move on to the next part of the stool? Cool. And then finally, we have a partnership with a virtual assistant company in the Philippines that will manage your Airbnb once you buy it. So they'll do everything from your messaging support to your managing all your technology, your project management tools, accounting and bookkeeping. Like literally, if you click continue, it connects to a Calendly link with our chief of staff in the Philippines, and they will hook you up with a virtual assistant over there that's trained on Airbnb already. So that's our tool. That's our service. I'm going to show you one last thing, guys. That's a special thing we just launched. I'm not showing this to everybody. I'm showing this to people that have a lot of potential with us. So here we go here. So this is people that buy our life. We have an offer where we sell our lifetime subscription, and we actually have some sub 2 people in this, and we do calls, like different calls, but actually like these are a place for people to share their best practices. This is our customer just got their Airbnb launched in downtown Cleveland, actually. So like this is their live listing right now. A real live Fetch It customer that our coaches helped get live. Like you see how clean their look is. Tony Chago, our coach, helped her get her up and running. You can see how nice and clean this looks. Like this is going to be a winner listing. Look at the arcade that they set up. This is a great like vibe for a downtown Cleveland type listing. In unit washer dryer and everything like that. Yeah, so this is actually sick. It's in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. So you Josh, you know what this is. And it's $102 a night, and close to the clinic. So they're promoting it to nurses. And so we have our Facebook group. So we're basically, what we've done is we built a software tool that more than 130 people are using right now. And we have 30 lifelong people that are in the Facebook group sharing their wins, asking the coaches, like we let the coaches talk in there a little bit, like, share best practices. Oh, what's the welcome book that I should have? And what software should I use to manage the unit? All these like little things that you have to do beyond just getting the deal. And so, and also we do these free town halls where we record different classes. So like we're about to do a town hall next week on international Airbnbs. We're going to record it for the people only in that Facebook group, and that they're going to have access to. And so, yeah, we're building a community of people, and we're building this out for, it's more than just software. It's a community of people. As you can, like I said, Pace's inspiration is all over this. I'm trying to build something where people are really love Fetch It. I actually just bought everybody hats and Fetch It hats and Fetch It t-shirts that are in the group. So they all wear it on all the calls. It's actually sick. And yeah, I'm hoping that what this turns into is one day in 5 years from now, I can say, hey, like I had this crazy idea and a bunch of people loved the tool. And then it turned into like a sort of a family, and everybody started getting unique Airbnbs all over the country. Whether they originally came from long-term rentals or lending, didn't really matter to me. Just we help people get more unique real estate. So that's what we're about at Fetch It.
That's awesome. I love it. And yeah, that's such a powerful tool too. And how it's really important to have a community based around all that, especially like you were saying, like with you guys having the VA service and stuff like that too. Like how important is it like to have that covered on that back end, like to have them to operate that?
Well, I'll just give you an example. You guys want more deals. You guys don't want to like be dealing with your deals like that. That's the idea. You want to hop on more calls to get the next one and the next one, the next one and the next one. And like, you don't want to be like, oh, some lady fucking wrecked my apartment. I have to deal with Airbnb customer service for an hour. But what about my kid, my wife? It's like, well, what about the sub 2 call tonight? Like, come on. Like I want to take that off your plate. So that's the idea. It's a time saving feature.
Right. I would say that's super important in this business. Like, with the booking and everything too, to be, make sure you're right on top of that. You don't miss a booking or you're late, somebody, if you don't message someone back, they're going to go to the next booking, right?
Yep, 100%. And to be honest, guys, like I really want to get people like you into my community more than just using my software. I really want you guys to get in my community. So I have actually a special offer for you guys tonight that I just created today, because I was thinking like, how do I get more like soldiers in this group? So I put something special for you guys together. But yeah, I mean, that's the idea, right? I want people actually doing deals using my tech. I want like testimonials. I want more testimonials. Like when this 150 acre deal closes, like we're going to go out to the site. We're going to video it. There's like mineral rights on the property. They're going to be doing, they think there's oil underneath it. It's a crazy real estate's magical. Like, I always thought about like rental income. I never thought about like oil and mineral rights on a property. So I'm very excited about that. And like, I'm excited about all the different people that we're going to meet as we're doing it. I get to meet people like you guys, and it's very fun. It's been very fun. It's been a very magical. I'm very lucky. Fracking. Yes, definitely. Yes.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah. Are there any questions, guys? No questions. Okay. So here's the deal. So guys, so the cost to join just to try the tool, it's very inexpensive. It's $53 a month, $53.50 a month. For most people to join the community, we charge them $1,000 one time. I decided to rip $100 off that to make it easier on you guys. For the general public, it's $1,000. So I'm actually going to send the link in here if you guys want to join the community of like Airbnb doers. Like you can ask any questions you want in the Facebook group. I'll put the link in here. And I'm actually going to let me put my Instagram, and I'm going to put my Instagram, my cell phone number, these two Instagram, everyone follow these two Instagrams real quick. And then this is my cell phone number. And then give me a second to get the link, the special offer for you guys that I made. I did not have it on command here, my bad. 1 second here. One second. 1 second here. Can you guys give me 1 second? It's giving me a loading error.
We got a couple seconds for you for sure.
Thank you, brother. Thank
That
you.
gives everybody time to go and follow you on Instagram anyways. So
Cool. Cool. 1 second. Yeah.
I have to type it in 3 different times because I fat fingered it. So
Oh, that's cool. That's funny. I have fat fingers too. 1 second here. All right, this should be ready now. Did you guys follow me yet? You guys see all my stuff? So you'll if you guys follow along the journey, you'll see like everything I'm doing from the A-frame development to this, like 1 second here.
I'm excited to see that A-frame development.
Yeah, that's a very cool. I'm putting my I'm putting my blood, sweat, and tears in everything, but
So that's in Tennessee.
yeah. Okay, so this is the special offer. Don't send this out to like your friends because I actually can't track this. And then I will send you guys here just the regular fetch it pricing link. I really encourage you guys to do the lifetime offer, because no matter what features we add, you'll join the community. You'll join the Facebook group. You'll have lifetime access to the tool, not recurring. So like, you'll be in the Facebook community as it grows. You'll be able to use the tool, like we're adding a medium-term rentals feature, like you won't get charged for anything ever again. But people on the monthly like are gonna get, they will have that happen. They will get price raised and stuff. Okay, 1 second, hold on. I'm just giving you guys this. All right, and this is the monthly one, and then this is the monthly subscription. All right, let me check. All right, cool. So now you guys have both. Let me check my Instagram to make sure. I see I got a Facebook request. All right. All right, well, let's check the Instagram.
Should have 11 new followers, correct, people?
Oh, damn. Look at that. Let's go. I love it. I love that. Thank you guys. I'm honored. I am honored. So, yeah, if you guys end up joining, please send me a message to know that you signed up, because I want to introduce you to people. I want to like really like cater to you guys, like give you guys like a big real estate hug. And I will take care of you like family, I promise. Every brick I add to this community, every person is very important to me. That's why we don't actually advertise the lifetime subscription on the website, because I really want like dope doers on it. I don't want to just like, I'm not really ready to advertise that to the public. I want to give it in special handouts to people. So I'd love to have you guys. It would mean the world to me. I love, and anybody that's associated with Sub 2, I think is a fucking monster. And in another life, and in another, you know, what do they call it? What does Marvel call it? Another universe, universe of myself. I probably was a Sub 2 guy, or am a Sub 2 guy.
Parallel universe.
Yeah, parallel universe. I probably am a Sub 2 guy. I don't know how to turn off either, so I can relate to you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, like I'm here. I hope this is not the last time I meet with you guys and talk to you guys. I really don't want it to be a one-time thing. And I want to get you guys' feedback when I launch the creative finance calculator, because that's going to be a sick feature alongside the medium term. Would love to hear like Casey's perspective on lending, how I can add cool stuff for lending. And
Oh, I'm about to call you, bro.
yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, let me turn my phone off, do not disturb, so I don't miss it. And yeah, like I'm excited. If there are any questions, like I'm here, you know, and I'm trying to meet as many people like you guys as I can.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, reach out to him, and we do plan on having you back on in the future. I know Carlos has mentioned it to me already, so I know that is something he's talked about. And you know, if say somebody's not, you know, ready to subscribe to the monthly thing right now, you know, what could they do? Could they, you know, if they see something that could be good for Airbnb, could they bring that deal to you, or, you know?
Yeah, I'm here as a friend. If I don't, yeah, if I can't respond right away, just because I'm building product or our marketing, but I'll get to it. And you know, you can always, oh, you know what I can do? For the monthly guys, let me give you guys.
Free t-shirts out of a t-shirt gun.
Yeah, we can do that. Why not? Why not? We can do that. I'm about to order some more t-shirts for 3 other people. So we can do that. But you have to wear it on the call alongside the Sub 2 hat.
That's right.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I think this was awesome. I had a lot of fun. If you have any questions about Airbnb, just follow me, and I'd love it. I'd be honored if you guys decided to join us.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I won't take too much more of your time today. Everybody go follow him, and you know, let's support him and what he's doing. You know,
Cool. And Josh, if you have questions about the Cleveland property management thing, hit me up later.
I have multiple questions, so about all kinds of stuff. So I'll be in touch.
Cool.
So.
Cool. All right, cool. Guys, I'm gonna hop off. Thank you so much. And please message me if you decide to join it. It does make my day. It really does.
Thanks a lot, Yonatan.
Thank you, Dorian.
Hey, thank you too,
Thank you,
Josh.
everyone.
You're welcome. Thank you guys, everybody that showed up. Go
Have a
and
good rest of your day.
go ahead and share and tell your friends what you might have learned
Have a
today.
good one.
Beta.